My name's Daniel, I'm 26 years old. I currently work in the charity sector as a QA tester and I'm a first-time buyer. So prior to living here, I was living in Ealing, just down the road. I was there for a couple of years living with a friend, and then when our tenancy came to an end at the start of March, I was kind of looking to see what the next steps were. Didn't really want to commit to like another year of renting, especially at the moment, kind of in the current climate. So it made sense to kind of look to see what other options were out there. Shared ownership was one of those options, and sort of, yeah, I came to the 100 and went from there really. So the process of actually purchasing the home was really quick. So I first came to view this one in January, sort of mid-January, kind of fell in love with it straight away, came back a week later for another viewing, and then by the end of March I had completed, sort of signed all the contracts and everything, and then moved in the first week of April. So it was a really quick turnaround, and actually the process from Guinness was really helpful in being able to kind of speed that along and just made everything a lot easier. I think what stood out about this was just the initial feeling and reaction that I had when I first saw it. So I had seen other sort of developments in different areas of London, but the feeling I had kind of when I first came up the road and kind of saw the building, had a look around, like views onto the canal, the kind of general feel of the area, just really stood out to me. I was kind of looking for somewhere that was a little bit quieter, not as necessarily busy, and actually kind of this place, sort of waking up in the morning to the canal and people just walking up and down, just really peaceful and really relaxing, just kind of really stood out to me. And I could see myself here, which I obviously think is really important. I think my home is really airy, it's really bright. There's a lot of natural light, kind of the floor to ceiling windows just make it really stand out. As soon as you walk in the room, you're just filled with light. The flat that I'm in faces, so you get the evening sun, so kind of in the afternoon it gets to 4 or 5 o'clock and the sun's just starting to set. It kind of fills the room with sun, which is just really nice. And also just having the appliances already installed just made everything a lot easier. You know, having sort of a washing machine, oven, fridge already installed just meant that as soon as I came in I could get started straight away. I wasn't kind of having to wait for anything before I moved in. Having outdoor space, especially in London, can be kind of at a premium. So the one I've got here, like kind of looking over the canal, I've got room to kind of have a couple of nice chairs, a little table outside. That ended up being like a non-negotiable, something that I must have. Especially this time of year in the summer, it's really nice to kind of just sit out there of an evening with like a book or like just sort of soaking everything in, soaking in the sun. The housing market at the moment is so difficult to get onto. So I was always kind of looking for different schemes and different things that were available. Shared ownership was the one that then kind of stood out, and then once I kind of came to view the 100, it kind of just confirmed that that was the right thing for me to do. I opted for a shared ownership scheme because I've been renting sort of for the last 5 or 6 years, but also just having that kind of security of knowing that I'm here for as long as I want to be here. I kind of have a bit more freedom to decorate, to make the home how I want it. The one thing I would tell people when they're looking to buy a shared ownership home is just to make sure that you do your research